Gotcha. Kane, you're up early.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've been here freezing for ages. I thought you farmer boys got up at the crack of dawn.
What you here for?
Payback time.
What?
Them. My wedge.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the rest?
That's half. You said I get half.
Just testing. You're doing a good job.
Thanks.
Mind you, this is peanuts. Could make a killing of that school of yours, if you're up to it.
Some lads have been buying by the packet.
Well, lucky I bought some fresh supplies with me, innit? See you later.
Oh, Paddy.
Ben.
I've got to dash.
I tell you, it's a South America ride.
What?
Last night in the pub. Donna, sharp exit.
I don't need to run away from a little local difficulty.
It was hardly little. If I was a teacher and one of my pupils accused me of improper liaisons, I don't
Frankly, you don't strike me as a bloke who'd ever have that problem.
Yeah. I appreciate I must be repulsive to the opposite sex.
I didn't mean that, but you're very by the book, aren't you?
And apparently you're not.
You don't believe what Donna was saying, do you?
It's not what I believe you should be worried about.
Nothing happened between me and Mark. Though he's a fit lad. Might have been fun. They do say an older woman and a younger man make the perfect match.
You're not taking this very seriously, are you?
The ravings of a jilted schoolgirl don't deserve to be dignified. Don't worry about it. It'll blow over.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Hello, stranger. Hi, Nicola. I've not seen you around recently. How are you getting on up at the Sugdens?
Very well.
Oh. Got overhead yet?
Not exactly.
Oh, you will. Give it time.
No, you see, Ed and I sort of seen each other.
You back together?
Well, we're getting there.
Oh, Emily, that's wonderful. You two were made for each other.
Time will tell.
No, I've got so much to catch up on. What are you doing tonight? Do you fancy meeting up for a drink? If we could make it a foursome.
I did like Carlos.
Everybody likes Carlos. He's irresistible.
It's a date, then.
Well, I'll ask Bernice and Ashley and all, shall I? Get a crowd together.
How is Bernice?
Oh, I'm not too sure. She's not really been seeing people. And a night out could be just what she needs. We'll put a smile back on her face, eh?
Oh, we can try.
See ya.
See.
What vintage are we talking about, though? I don't want any old plonk. I'm not that sort of girl. Wine tasting? I'm up for that, yeah? OK, I'll see you then. Do you know what I love about an older man? They don't mind putting themselves out for a lady.
I am actually trying to work here.
Yeah, I'm not stopping you.
You're sitting on the quarterly accounts.
Sorry. Anyway, listen. Do you know the Denby Smythes?
I've met the daughter.
Oh, why don't that surprise me?
No, not like that. She's built like a German tank.
I can imagine you in a tank.
What, fighting a good fight?
No, swimming around in circles.
You love me, really.
Right, well, there's the updated guest list I promised you.
I'll get Virginia to type it up.
Good. Need it by lunch.
How's it all going?
Great. RSVPs are flooding in. I'm doing a deal with Rodney for the booze, and Scott's going to be ferrying everyone about. Not that I've actually told him that yet.
You seem to be in your element.
Trust me, Chris, this is going to be the mother of all parties.
Well, I'm not sure if I like the sound of that.
Well, you've got to keep the punters happy. That's the secret of good business.
How wise you are.
Oh, you're laughing at me?
No, I'm really proud of the way you're organising everything.
Good. I'm proud of you too. Well, look, I've got things to do.
Look, tonight, there's a new Italian place in Leeds.
I can't, not tonight. I'm seeing Rodney about the wine.
Well, it's not going to take all evening. Just tell him we'll have what we had before.
You asked me to organise this party. I assume you want me to do it properly.
I do, but we're all entitled to some time off.
You might be. I'm far too busy. I'll see you later.
Look who's here.
Hiya.
Nicola, just in time for 11's.
So, how are you both doing?
Well, yeah, we're both fine, aren't we, Ash?
Muddling along.
Carlos has got the night off and we just wondered if you'd like to join us for a drink.
That's,
I don't think we can make it.
Can't we?
It wouldn't be very entertaining.
Sure, no one's expecting you to do a floor show.
I said no, Ash. You can go if you want.
Not without you.
Another time, then.
Yes, another time sounds perfect.
Right, well, things to do.
Are you two all right?
Why wouldn't we be? I've only got rich to your digestive.
Give me a hand if you want to do something useful.
As if.
Come on, Rob. With both of us, we could get round the whole school. They're gonna smoke anyway. I'm just giving them fags on the cheap.
Tell me Strickland that. Maybe we should give you a medal.
But at least I'm doing something useful.
So I had on fags in our room.
I'm not gonna tell you that.
I'm gonna find out anyway.
You just keep your nose out, okay? If you start causing any trouble, it won't only just be me you're messing with.
Stop pretending you're a gangster.
Rob, I'm serious.
Andy, grow up before you get yourself expelled.
My brother and Miss Mansfield. You joking?
Do I look like I'm laughing?
Well, he's kept that quiet.
No, he didn't. It was bragging to Johnny.
Oh, he's a boy, Johnny. That's what they do. They brag. Don't mean he's telling the truth, does it?
Why has he ditched me then? We were getting on great.
Hey up.
What really gets me is he didn't even dump me for anyone decent. I mean, Miss Mansfield, she's just a sad old slapper. Everyone knows that.
Donna, can I have a word, please?
You can have two. Drop dead.
Right, I have had enough of this. Excuse me.
Don't touch me.
I wasn't about to touch you now, Donna. I am your teacher.
Not anymore, you ain't.
Oh, damn.
There you go.
I'll get that.
No, you're all right, lad.
Do my ears deceive me?
There's always somebody worse off than you're saying.
Ignore him, and I'll have the same.
How are you doing, Jack?
Fine. Yourself?
Never better.
I'm pleased.
I'm pleased you're pleased.
I thought you were skint.
I am, but...
Ah, that's being paid for with tainted money, has it?
Well, you were right. I could hardly hand the money over to the police, could I? And I couldn't risk landing myself back in jail.
Oh, welfare's supposed to be distributed.
I paid 1 or 2 urgent bills. The rest of the money, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Use it a bit at a time, and nobody'll be any the wiser.
You haven't mentioned this to anyone, have you?
No, money's not a subject I dwell on.
Thanks.
Important thing is you've started having a bit of luck again.
Oh, yeah. I found this lot on the sideboard.
Bernice's mail, I'm saving it for her.
Well, want you to drop it around?
Not a good move. Bernice hasn't set foot outside the vicarage in a month. If I start delivering her mail, she'll never see the light of day.
Yeah, she has had a terrible disappointment.
But she's strong and resilient like me. Well, she has been till now.
She'll find her own self again, I'm sure of it.
I wish I was. Well, you've got a brass neck coming round here.
I need to speak to Donna.
I thought up a good excuse, have you?
I don't need to make excuses.
That's not how Donna tells it.
Oh, come on. You're not giving credence to what she said last night, are you?
Are you calling my daughter a liar?
No, I'm saying there's been a misunderstanding. What we need to do is to establish the facts and take control of the situation before it gets out of hand.
You're too late.
Donna, I'm trying to be fair here, which is more than you're being, parading around undermining my authority.
Well, you should have thought of that before you nicked her boyfriend.
Pity's sake, nothing happened.
You should be ashamed of yourself. He hasn't even passed his driving test.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I've nothing to be ashamed of.
I know what happened. I heard Mark joking about what you two have been up to.
Well, you heard wrong.
There you go again, calling my daughter a liar.
I didn't say she was a liar.
Don't you raise your voice at me.
If nothing's gone on, then why was he round at yours in the first place?
I suggest you take a step back and try and see things rationally. Because if your behaviour continues like this, you are in serious danger of exclusion.
Oh, threats now, is it?
And I'm not having you in my class while you continue to slander me.
I won't turn up anyway.
Well said. You are not fit to teach my daughter.
Fine. Right. I'll have Donna transferred to Mr. Garrett's set if that's what will make you happy.
No. It will not make us happy. First you nick a boyfriend, then you come barging round here, accusing her of being a liar, threatening to exclude her. Now, if there's one person that should be booted out, it's you!
Now you're being ridiculous.
Oh, we'll see what Mrs. Strickland's got to say about that.
Hang on, I came here to settle things amicably.
Tough! Call yourself a teacher? I could do a better job than you.
Fine. Lodge a complaint. See where it gets you.
Be all right. We'll make her suffer, and that's a promise.
Oh, hi.
You owe me an explanation.
Right, you better come in.
You must be kidding. Look what happened last time I was alone with you.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm glad this is amusing for you, Mark. I've just wasted half my day chasing around trying to get out of the mess you dropped me in.
You're not going to lose your job, are you?
Of course not, but you haven't exactly done wonders for my credibility.
Hiya, Bev. What are you doing here?
Good question. I tried to provide a little moral support, and before I know it, I've turned into Mrs. Robinson.
Really? And who's Dustin Hoffman?
He is.
What?
Look, nothing happened, really.
Not at all.
Do you want to both tell me what you're talking about?
Your son made a silly, inept pass at me.
Is this true?
Well...
Which is fine. I can handle that. What I don't appreciate is having to cope with the delusions of your jilted girlfriend. I mean, is this some way of getting back at me? Some new kind of proactive sulking?
Don't know what you want me to say.
Well, the truth will do nicely.
Look, we sort of met up the other night, me and her, and she invited me back to hers, she gave me a beer, and she was being all friendly.
So naturally you assume I want to get into your boxes?
I don't know. I don't know what was happening.
Listen, if I'd wanted your body, you'd have known it, believe me.
So what was he doing around yours in the first place?
I do not have the hots for your son.
I'm not saying you do, but you have to admit it's not normal practice for a teacher to invite a young lad round to her place.
I don't have to listen to this. Right, Mark. You started this. Now it's up to you to put the record straight with Donna.
I don't see her anymore.
We'll make an exception.
What have you been doing? Honestly, Mark, what the hell is going on? Can't I leave you alone for 5 seconds?
I'd have to talk to Donna, do I?
Well, you're going to have to sort this out somehow. I won't always be there to hold your hand, Mark. It's not fair to expect that of me.
This one's Chilean.
Right, is that good?
It's one of my best sellers.
I'll fill her up then. Oh, you're not being very generous, are
You
you?
don't want to confuse the flavours. If we were doing this properly, you'd have a bucket to spit in.
Rodney, please, ladies don't spit. Not bad. I'll take 3 crates.
Is that instead of the cabinet?
As well as.
I like doing business with you.
I told you I'd make it worth your while. So how much have I ordered now, then?
7, not including champagne.
Oh, Chris will be pleased.
Well, he ordered 10 grand's worth of booze last time I did business with him.
Well, make sure I break the record, then.
You already have. Now then, how about Chardonnay?
Oh, you choose. I've never really seen the point in white wine unless it's got bubbles.
This one will surprise you, I promise.
The thing is, I'm sort of expected somewhere.
Ah. Haven't I got you all evening?
I'm a very busy girl. Besides, you don't want to be getting me legless now, do you?
Don't I?
Tell you what, can I take this one with me?
I thought you didn't like white wine.
Well, I'm sure I can find a home for it somewhere.
Idiot.
I'm not sure I believe in fate exactly. What I feel is life is all about being in the right place at the right time.
Well, the wrong place. I spent most of my life winding up in the wrong place.
Until now.
I deserved a bit of luck.
Well, that's what I'm saying, really. I know we've only just met, but there's something about you two that sort of seems right.
I like this man.
Do you think so?
Ed's very good at judging that sort of thing.
Oh, I'm not claiming any special powers.
So how did you and Emily meet?
Carlos, I've told you all about that. They met in Houghton.
That's right.
One glance across a crowded room and bam, that was it.
What?
Love at first sight.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Love is in the air tonight.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, less of that. We need more mixers.
Suppose there's a time and a place for everything.
We'll discuss that later.
What if people choose to believe Donna's story? I mean, she's already convinced her mother. I know that shouldn't be a surprise considering who her mother happens to be. But then there's Angie as well. I mean, do I look like a cradle snatcher?
I thought you said all this was going to blow over.
Well, it should do. By rights, if Viv Hope complains to the school, then Mrs. Strickland is honour bound to investigate the complaint.
And you can't deny you invited Mark back to your place.
He's not even a pupil of mine.
Shame the same can't be said about Donna.
The irony is, it was Donna we were talking about.
Just rather cloud the water.
How did all this happen?
Do you want an honest answer?
Will I like it?
Well, you do have a bit of a record for putting yourself into compromising situations.
What?
Well, like that thing with us, you completely wrong-footed me.
You misread the situation.
Exactly. I didn't know what was going on, and I'm a grown man. Imagine what it must be like for a 17-year-old lad.
Oh, that's right. Blame the evil woman.
No, I'm speaking as a friend. I'm just trying to help.
Friends like you, I can do without.
But it's been too slow. There've been too many snakes and too many bottlenecks.
What's your problem? I'm not the one with the problem.
Where did this lot come from?
Like you don't know.
What?
Suppose you thought you were dead clever hiding it in the barn.
Must be hundreds there.
I didn't even know you were making that kind of money.
Well, I told you it was big business.
I'm not impressed. If I can find it, so can my dad.
You're right. I'm gonna have to be more careful.
Well, you better be, Andy, because I'm not covering for you. If you get done, then that's your lookout.
Has anyone seen Victoria's storybook?
Is this it?
Oh, what are you two up to? You're not having a barney, are you?
Of course not. Are we, Rob?
Never happier.
Well, that makes a change.
Hi, Scott.
Hello.
Oh. Hi, Chloe.
Oh, how's the party organising going?
Well, that's why I'm here. Transport.
What about it?
I've got a proposition to put to you.
A business proposition?
Naturally.
Well, go on.
Well, there's going to be very important people at this stud party. Now, if all goes well, none of them will be in any fit state to drive home.
How much?
Well, that's what I've come to discuss. And I've brought this to ease the negotiations.
Chardonnay, my favourite.
I thought you said you were working.
Did I?
Oh, it's a good job I made to remind you.
Yeah, isn't it? Later then, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll be here.
And don't you get him too drunk.
Oh, as if.
Right, well, I'll get a corkscrew then.
You do that.
Where are you off to?
Ollie's.
A bit late, isn't it?
Yeah, she said she'd help me with some homework.
I don't mind taking you through it.
It's been organised. She's expecting me.
Right. Well, don't be too late back.
An hour at tops. See ya.
Sorry, I thought you were out.
Afraid not. Still here. Wasn't expecting you back so early.
Nor was I. No, Ashley?
Still over at the church, I expect.
He certainly keeps himself busy.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Hardly see him these days. He's out ministering to his flock, and I'm stuck in here turning into Queen Victoria. What a pair, eh?
Well, still not too late to pop down the Woolbank.
Seems to be most people's solution. Come on, Bernice, have a few laughs. It's only a dead baby.
Nobody thinks that.
Ashley does.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Where is he when I need him?
People cope with grief in different ways.
I can't do this, Dad. I can't go on pretending everything's going to be all right because it isn't, is it? I feel so alone.
Andy, come in. I'm not expecting a house call.
You've got to take this.
What?
Robert nearly got his hands on it. It's still all there, honest.
Right. See.
You can't keep it in the barn. I mean, keeping the ciggies there is risky enough, but if Dad were to find that lot...
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, mate. I'll tell you what. We'll keep the proceeds here from now on. Keep them safe.
Right.
Well, you better get going, aren't you? Don't want no one to see you. Don't want to get rumbled, do we?
See you later.